Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Prince Harry never saw it coming, but Australia did not hold back, and the public rejection of Meghan Markle during their latest visit was as brutal as it was impossible to ignore. What was supposed to be a feel-good return to one of their biggest fan bases quickly turned into a full-blown reality check. Instead of the warm welcome they were expecting, Harry is now flying home with his tail between his legs, and sources say the sting is made even worse by the fact that the cold shoulder was aimed at his wife. Rewind to 2018, and the picture looked completely different. Fresh off their fairy tale royal wedding, Harry and Meghan touched down in Australia like actual rock stars, and Sydney absolutely lost its mind for them. Thousands of fans camped out for hours just to steal a 2-second glimpse of the glowing newlyweds. It was, by every measure, the couple's golden moment, the kind of reception most royals only dream of. So what on earth happened between then and now? Buckle up, because the contrast is jaw-dropping.
It was a hug from Harry that brought a woman to tears. India Brown had been waiting patiently since 4 a.m.
Just to see them will be amazing, but if I'm lucky enough to hug Prince Harry, it would just be phenomenal.
It was also during that tour that Meghan and Harry announced their pregnancy, and Australians felt honored to be among the first to hear such personal news. The excitement was real, the energy was electric, and the couple was received like celebrities mixed with royalty. Everywhere they went, people showed admiration and excitement, and it looked like Australia had fully embraced them as their favorite royal visitors.
A pregnant Meghan and her husband Prince Harry kicked off their royal duties down under on Tuesday by cuddling a koala at an Australian zoo. The couple officially opened a new science institute in Sydney, mixing with locals during the first day of their packed trip. It's their first engagement since Kensington Palace announced they were expecting a baby in the spring.
But things changed dramatically after they stepped away from royal duties. The controversies that followed, the interviews, the Hollywood deals, the Netflix documentaries, and the constant media drama slowly reshaped how many people viewed them. For years, they stayed away from Australia, busy building a new life in California and navigating their celebrity lifestyle.
Buckingham Palace has confirmed that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will not be returning as working members of the royal family. Prince Harry and Meghan stepped down from royal duties last year and moved to the United States. The couple, who are expecting their second child, have been stripped of their patronages and honorary titles, which will be returned to the Queen and distributed elsewhere in the royal family.
So when they returned to Australia this year, things were not the same as before. They were no longer working royals representing the monarchy. They arrived not as official figures, but as celebrities traveling for paid engagements. Leaving their Montecito mansion behind, they flew to Australia without official royal backing and without major charitable programs connected to the monarchy. Many Australians viewed this as Meghan and Harry's attempt to make a profit.
Well, the Sussexes soap opera rolled into town this week, 8 years after Harry and Meghan last came down under in a trip they called the catalyst for leaving the royal family.
Even before their plane landed, signs of rejection were already visible. Australians took to change.org and launched a petition that quickly gathered over 40,000 signatures, demanding that no taxpayer money should be used to support their private visit. The message was loud and clear. Many Australians did not want public funds connected to what they viewed as a personal commercial trip.
An American and British celebrity couple that's heading our way, and some wags have started up this petition. They're saying, we don't want you here, but the petition demands that no taxpayer funding or official support is provided for Harry and Meghan's private visit to Australia.
The reaction reportedly caught Meghan's team off guard, forcing their spokesperson to quickly clarify that the visit was entirely private and had no government involvement.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have criticised an online petition ahead of their trip to Australia next month. More than 35,000 people have signed the form, saying security and logistics for the pair's tour should not be taxpayer funded.
Despite the damage control, public skepticism continued growing, and people began asking a simple question: why were they really coming back? When Meghan and Harry finally arrived, the difference between 2018 and now became impossible to ignore. The large cheering crowds were gone. The packed streets were missing. Instead of thousands waiting to welcome them, appearances were met with smaller, controlled gatherings made up mostly of people already present in the area.
In Kilda Road, we're just opposite the shrine, and this is the crowd that has gathered just in the past sort of half an hour or so. They arrived about 3:35. A lot of them were here.
Meghan reportedly maintained her public smile, but observers noticed that the energy felt different. This was not the grand reception she once enjoyed. Compared to the overwhelming excitement of their earlier visit, the atmosphere now felt quiet, cautious, and far less enthusiastic.
Know why they're coming.
I think it's probably really nice for them to not have to do all the royal stuff. But yeah, I guess that also means that they're not as sort of relevant, I guess, here.
Australian media outlets did not hold back either. Some commentators described the visit as a cosplay royal tour, meaning it looked like a royal visit on the surface, but lacked official status and genuine public excitement. The comparison spread quickly, reinforcing the idea that the couple was attempting to recreate royal moments without actually being working royals anymore. On the streets, reactions appeared mixed at best. Instead of excitement, many locals seemed confused about the purpose of the visit. Some openly questioned why Meghan Markle was there at all. The strong public turnout she may have expected simply did not happen, and many interpreted this as a clear sign that the Sussex brand no longer carried the same influence it once did in Australia.
Can I be honest and tell you I really don't think about them at all?
Are you aware that Harry and Meghan are in Australia?
I had no idea they were coming to Australia.
Yes, I did read about it.
I wasn't aware that they were coming out to Australia at all. I haven't seen anything on the news.
Honestly, no. I did not really know they came last time as well.
I don't know why they're coming.
The situation became even more noticeable during Meghan's headline event, the Best Life Retreat, which was one of the main reasons for the trip. The event was designed for about 300 attendees, yet reports suggested that tickets did not sell out and attendance fell short of expectations. The hall appeared only partially filled, raising questions about public interest.
Meghan Markle's $3,000 a head women's retreat in Sydney has failed to sell out.
Many Australians reportedly felt that the event focused too heavily on Meghan herself rather than offering meaningful value to attendees. There were also rumors suggesting that the visit doubled as a way to introduce or test her personal brand in the Australian market. Some believe she was exploring business opportunities and measuring whether the public would support her products and future ventures.
I think it's going to come down to the commercial aspect. You said about brand Sussex. There is talk that she's going to be bringing, as ever, her brand to Australia. I think that we will know, really, whether she's won over those Aussies that maybe didn't have a strong opinion either way before when that gets launched, because it will be in the form of cold, hard cash. But
this created confusion among locals because the trip was initially presented as a speaking engagement centered on wellness. However, Meghan's schedule included visits to hospitals and shelters that some observers felt looked staged and disconnected from the original purpose of the trip. Rather than strengthening her image, these appearances led some people to believe the charitable moments were carefully planned publicity opportunities. As public skepticism grew, the visit increasingly looked less like a comeback and more like a promotional tour, struggling to gain traction. Many Australians appeared unconvinced, and the warm emotional connection from years past seemed noticeably absent. Prince Harry also faced his own challenges during the trip. He attended a mental health speaking engagement where he served as the keynote speaker, but reports indicated low ticket sales forced organizers to slash prices significantly, dropping from around $1,300 to roughly $650 in an attempt to attract more attendees. Even with reduced pricing, the event reportedly struggled to reach full capacity.
Rockstar royals who captivated the nation back in 2018. But as Prince Harry and Meghan prepare to return here to Australia, the reception is looking, well, a little bit more lukewarm.
The price of new tickets for Harry's big Melbourne appearance have been slashed by 50% only a week before they head down under.
For Harry, the situation placed him in an uncomfortable position. Once known as the monarchy's most popular prince, he now appeared caught between loyalty to Meghan's vision of independence and the reality of declining public demand. The same prince who once drew massive crowds now faced quieter receptions, smaller audiences, and growing public fatigue.
Is that Harry and Meghan are also experiencing a popularity drop.
Observers noted that Harry seemed stuck between two worlds, no longer fully royal, yet not entirely embraced as a celebrity either. The Australia trip highlighted that transition in a very public way, leaving him looking visibly embarrassed as expectations collided with reality. The country that once celebrated Harry and Meghan's love story now appeared uncertain about their place in its public life. What was intended to revive their popularity instead raised difficult questions about their future influence and public appeal. So, what do you think about Australia's reaction to Meghan and Harry? Who is responsible for damaging Harry's reputation? Is it Meghan or Harry himself? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.